Hello, this is Dr. Wells with Wells Medicine. And a question I get asked a lot is, does ketamine have FDA approval? So FDA approval is given to a medication after it's been studied for both safety and efficacy for a particular indication. So what that means is ketamine, which has FDA approval as an analgesic and anesthetic, was given that approval after being studied for the reduction of pain and for its use in anesthesia. And it was given that approval way back in the 1960s. And since it was approved, that means that doctors are able to use it for any indication as an off-label indication. So up to 20% or 1/5 of all medications are used in this off-label manner. So if you know someone who was on propranolol for tremor or propranolol for anxiety or propranolol for PTSD, nightmares, then you know someone who's taking an off-label indication medication because propranolol is FDA indicated for blood pressure. So even though ketamine has this FDA indication for analgesia, which is the decrease of pain, and anesthesia, we're able to use it for other indications. It takes many, many years and millions of dollars of study to get another FDA indication. So for most medications, they don't seek other indications once they have an FDA indication, because as a doctor, I'm able to prescribe any medication that has an FDA indication for any indication that I believe is warranted. So if I have studies and evidence-based medicine, I don't need an indication in order to be able to use that medication for that illness or that disease. So if a medication doesn't have an FDA indication, it can either be considered a supplement or we're not able to prescribe it at all. So some medications that have sought FDA approval and not received it have been things like MDMA, which is it is a medication, but it did not get FDA approval, so doctors are unable to prescribe it in a legal fashion. So that is the story of FDA indications. Ketamine does have an FDA indication, but it is not for depression. It's for analgesia, which is the decrease of pain, and anesthesia. But it's perfectly safe and perfectly legal to use because it does have an FDA indication.